Hey there friends and enemies, JoPa here again, and today I wanted to talk about my new favorite combo in Destiny 2 Lightfall, the Deterministic Chaos machine gun, which I'm absolutely in love with, and an old favorite of mine, the Actium War Rig Titan exotic. Now, let me go over the two exotics first and explain why this combination works so well. First and foremost, the traits for the machine gun are heavy metal. While holding down the trigger, every fourth bullet becomes a heavy projectile that weakens targets on impact. Then it's also got Vexadecimal. While holding down the trigger, every fourth heavy metal projectile also makes targets volatile on impact. One of the drawbacks of this weapon is it only has 48 in the mag, meaning at most you can get 3 Vexadecimals per magazine. Now, this is something that's a little bit of a holdback, and the magazine is a bit frustrating. You can use a dodge for that, but that's going to reset obviously your heavy metal and your Vexadecimal. So maybe not as good in my opinion as the War Rig. So if you didn't know, Actium War Rig steadily reloads your equipped auto rifles or machine guns mag. Now that's important for making your build going forward, but it does work out really nicely, so you're going to add even more of those Vexadecimals when you are just spraying down enemies. It works out tremendously. Essentially, what I was doing is just popping a shield or a barricade and staying behind it and just absolutely spraying down enemies, and it was a lot of fun. Now, there's another part to this that can come in really, really handy, and that is the artifact perk Bricks from Beyond. Defeating a powerful combatant with a void weapon has a chance to generate heavy ammo for you and your teammates. Obviously, if you are just spraying down with your machine gun, you are going to go through bullets very, very quickly, and having something like that will make it much easier to generate that heavy ammo consistently and be able to basically start the cycle over again. You're not going to have infinite rounds like you might see with like Sweet Business. Definitely feels like it lasts a lot longer, but you're just doing so much more with Deterministic Chaos, and you just never have to relent on the trigger. So I really like the combination. It works out tremendously. What I've personally been pairing it is one of two options. You can either rock it with a void build. I've been loving that. You pop down your barricade, get an overshield, and then spray constantly, and you don't have to worry about dying or anything like that as long as you hover by the barricade, which is very, very nice. Your weaken is not going to help out as much as something like Divinity will, but you're also going to be outputting a lot more damage, so I prefer it personally, and it's a combination that I really like to almost consistently keep weaken and volatile on a enemy, especially like champions. You can throw it on, you can take down bosses, all that kind of good stuff. So it's just very, very, very effective in my personal opinion. The other perk that you would want to look at is Void Weapon Channeling. This is only if you're rocking a Void build with a Void subclass, because you gain temporary bonus to Void weapon damage after you defeat a target with a Void weapon while at least one of your Void abilities is fully charged. Seems a little complicated, but it's not too crazy. This damage bonus increases based on the number of fully charged Void abilities you have. Now, the reason this works out very well with Deterministic Chaos is because you're passively going to be regenerating your abilities. By the time you're holding down the trigger for maybe 2 or 3 of your Vexadecimal shots, your abilities are now going to be mostly charged or fully charged in that matter. So while you're just spraying down, your abilities are charging it, and that means you're going to ramp up the damage you're doing, because you're not going to want to stop firing in order to toss those abilities. In order to maximize the benefit with War Rig and with the Deterministic Chaos, you're going to want to spray as long as possible, and getting that bonus to weapon damage will be very, very nice. So those are the options that I've been rocking with Void. I also have been throwing it on with Strand, which is very nice because you can throw on either a Strand AR or an Osmosis AR, and then once you run out of, if you run out of bullets in with your Deterministic Chaos, you can just toss on your AR and once again spray down for as long as possible, get some unraveling rounds or volatile rounds, and it works out just as well. So if you're just interested in firing your weapons and you don't want to have to worry about using abilities almost ever, It's just a combination that works out very, very well, and I would highly recommend doing it, especially if you want to just feel the joy of walking straight at an enemy, holding down the trigger nonstop, and not worrying about any other damn thing. It is too much fun. I'm having an absolute blast with it. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with gameplay of the combination that I was running, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. My name is Jopa. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know a lot of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so make sure you fix that as soon as possible. Make sure you're liking all my videos, right? Helps me out tremendously. I think people underrate how important a like or a comment is with the algorithm on YouTube, so definitely do that if you haven't already. I hope you have a good one. My name is Jopa. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll catch you all later.
Psycho cyber shenanigans are no welcome in this